Hi there, I'm Nina Cecina. Today we're going to make a do-it-yourself foaming face wash using some basic, pure healthy ingredients along with some Young Living essential oils. Now I have to say Young Living does make some wonderful skincare products, but if you're a DIY girl like myself, you might want to use some things that you have at home and make your own. So I'm going to start with my empty foaming little bottle. I ordered this on Amazon, but you can get little foaming bottles just about anywhere. You might even have some foaming hand soap from the dollar store. So what I'm going to suggest is you ditch the soap out of that sucker because you don't need those toxins in your life. For your foaming hand soap, use your Young Living Thieves foaming hand soap and save your empty foaming hand soap bottle to make your foaming face wash, because then you'll have an empty bottle, right, if you ditch the soap. So we're going to start with 1/3 of a cup of Castile soap, and I like to use the unscented kind because I'm going to be scenting it with my essential oils. So let me grab my 1/3 cup and put some unscented Castile soap in here. I think that's 1/3, right? Actually, I think that's 1/4, so I'm going to put in a little bit more. There we go. That's probably about 1/3. Alrighty. I think we need a little more. There we go. If you're measuring, it should be about 1/3, but again, no big deal. These DIY recipes you really can't mess up, so you get to kind of try things out your own way. The next thing I'm going to put in is 1/4 teaspoon, 1/4 teaspoon of evening primrose oil. Any brand is okay. So we're going to do 1/4 teaspoon of that. There we go. And then 1/4 teaspoon of vitamin E oil. When you're shopping for your vitamin E oil, you know, sometimes I get mine online, sometimes I'll pick it up at the health food store. You want to make sure you read the ingredients and make sure that the only ingredient in your vitamin E oil is vitamin E. Usually it'll come in a teeny tiny little bottle. I think this is about like 1/2 ounce. If you're looking at bottles of vitamin E oil that are quite large, you know, 4 ounces for example, and only a few dollars, read your ingredients because it's probably filled with a lot of filler oils, and vitamin E will be one of those ingredients. That's not what you want. You want to make sure you're getting pure vitamin E, and it usually comes in a teeny tiny bottle like this. So read your label and be careful. Okay, so I've got my Castile soap, I've got my vitamin E and my primrose oil. The next thing I'm going to do is start adding in my essential oils. The recipe I have is a basic recipe that uses oils from your premium starter kit, and that includes lavender, frankincense, purification, and peppermint. And this is a basic recipe for any kind of skin type. If you do have more oily skin, or if you tend to have more dry skin, you can tweak this a little bit. And my skin is a little bit on the dry side, so usually what I do is I'll put in the lavender and frankincense. I'll do a little bit less of the purification because that has tea tree in it, which is great for oily skin. It's a little bit too much for my dry skin. And there's also some peppermint. I also like to add in, to support my dry skin, a little bit of patchouli and a little bit of cedar wood. So you can definitely, you know, go either way depending on your skin type. So I'm going to start out with 10 drops of frankincense. So here's what I'm going to do. I love my frankincense so much, it's almost empty. So I'm going to pop my little dripper cap off and see if I can count out about 10 drops. Again, not rocket science. If I end up with 8, if I end up with 12, it's all good. Let's see what I got here. Ooh, 10 exactly. There we go. All right. Time to get some more frankincense. All right, next up is some lavender. I'm going to put in 5 drops of lavender. Alright, and the recipe calls for 6 drops of purification. Like I said, my skin tends to be a little more dry, so I'm going to do a little less purification and then add in some other oils. So I'm going to put in 3. And then 5 drops of peppermint. Again, I'm going to back off a little bit because of my dry skin, so I'm just going to put in 2 drops of peppermint. Alright, and then I'm going to add in a few drops of patchouli and cedar wood. Let's see, I think I'll put in 3 patchouli and 3 cedar wood. Wonderful for my skin. Alright, if your skin tends to be a little more oily, you might want to put maybe a couple of drops of lemon essential oil, maybe even some manuka, which is very much like tea tree. You can tailor this however you like for your skin type, and you can try different things. You can try something one way and maybe try something different the next time you use it. When you're dripping your oils, if an extra drop drops in, no big deal. You really can't mess it up. So I've got all my oils in here. Now I'm going to add in, I'm basically going to fill the rest of the bottle with water. It turns out to about 2/3 cups of water. So I'll go ahead and use my measuring spoons. I think that's the 1/4 again. These are funny. Okay, there we go. Here's 1/3. Hopefully I can pour this in without spilling. There we go. And we've got 2/3. There we go. And I'm going to put in my little foaming cap and shake it up. Each time you use it, you want to give it a little shake because the oils will settle. And when you squirt that out, it's going to give you a nice foam. And then you're just going to wash that. You're going to wash that all over your face. It's a great face wash. I've been making my own and using this recipe for face wash for about 1.5 years. That's all I've been washing my face with. And I mean, that just goes to tell you how much I love it, and it's really working well for my skin. When my skin needs a little more support, I can put a little more of whatever kind of essential oil that I need. Again, your premium starter kit is going to have all the oils you need in it to make the basic recipe. You can add on and order some extra oils if you'd like to. So if you're not a Young Living member yet, you can get started. I'd love to help you get started. You can email me at ninacecina@yahoo.com. You can friend me on Facebook, and I'll put some ordering info and the basic recipe in the comments section. So try it out, and you're going to love your foaming face wash. Have a great day.